Just give me liberty, or give me death.
My name is William Thomas Jr. We have a couple members of our board here from the Improvement League as well. Janelle Johnson, Henry Davis, Henry Johnson, and our longtime member Henry Johnson as well, his son in the back. Again, C.L. Townsend is a member, as well as Ione is a member of the Improvement League. All right, so again, like I said, we're a nonprofit organization. It's been operating in Plant City since 1982, founded by the late Jerry Bailey, who was an educator in Hillsborough County. We mainly focus on a number of entities such as education, economic development, and a couple of noble projects in the community are the African American Museum, the Bing Rooney House.
So I've got to say, without studying the bill further, as the other candidates said, I really don't have the knowledge of the specific wording on the bill. However, if the broad term is saying that you support taxpayer-funded bailouts of students in colleges, I do not support taxpayer-funded bailouts of students in colleges. Mistakes happen in life. It sucks. We've all been there. But you have to fight through these things. It is not the state's job or the federal government's job to bail you out of a mistake that you've made, be you a college or be you a student. Unfortunately, you have to fight through these things and overcome on your own.
Can I comment on that real quick?
Actually, Kim, I apologize. We need to circle on because again, one time, I would encourage all of you for follow-up to follow with the candidates afterwards. This young lady in the white shirt, you had your hand up, I believe, and this gentleman here was after her. Please, if you would.
Yeah, I had two questions. One on your solar power thing, and you thought it was so wonderful to have it on our houses. But what if when you get it on your house and you have to have your house re-roofed, so then you have to spend the extra money to do that, or you have to have your house tented for termites, and then they have to deal with tenters have to deal with the solar thing. There's a lot of problems there. And then I also have a question about the minimum wage thing. Minimum wage is terrific if you make it. But then if you make $15 at McDonald's, my limit when I go to McDonald's is a $1 hamburger. I don't buy these $5 hamburgers, okay? But there ain't hardly no $1 hamburgers around anymore. Why? Because the minimum wage keeps going up and all the expenses keep going up. Well, and it does for those poor people that are supposedly making that higher minimum wage. They're now having to pay more for everything that they get. So that's kind of stupid in my way of thinking.
What's the question? I think there's a question.
Yeah.
Please.
Do you think it's stupid?
Question. All right, she's giving a view, so go ahead, sir.
I got a question about the candidates' funding and where they're getting their funding from. Every one of the candidates said that they like solar energy, right? But if you're taking money from TECO, if you're taking money from JP Morgan Chase, if you're taking money from these oil companies, then how can we trust you to represent the people on this issue? Who are you taking money from? Why are you taking money from TECO, Mr. McClure? Why are you taking money from JP Morgan Chase that finances oil pipelines all throughout the country? Why are you doing this? This is unacceptable. JP Morgan Chase not only does this, it's involved in the private prison industry.
Let's let him answer.
Why are you taking money?
Let's cut it to a question. So the issue was about accepting contributions. I give the gentleman a chance for the sake of time. Please.
I'll be very brief. Campaign contributions are transparent, money in from the donors. Why did I take money from JP Morgan Chase? Because they employ thousands of people within the district.
And TECO?
TECO employs thousands of people in the district. One of the biggest TECO facilities is right here in Plant City off Alexander.
Do the rest of the candidates feel that's acceptable?
That's a follow-up question. Come on, let's keep it moving.
I have already stated that I don't take money from these massive corporations, from oil companies, from banks, from Wall Street, from special interests, political action committees. I do think if you're taking money from, I think it's a fair question to ask, to be honest with you, because if you're taking money from an oil company, then when a vote comes that might conflict with the oil company's interests, then you'll be conflicted. Should I vote against the company that's giving me money? How will I get reelected? This is a legitimate question that we have to ask ourselves, and that's why I'm avoiding all of it by just not taking their money.
First of all, I want to respond her question very fast. About the McDonald's issue, I see the movie about the founder. If you go to see that movie, you go to find out McDonald's not only sells hamburger, there's a multi-million-dollar industry behind real estate.
I saw it in California, my brother
correct,
had
they can afford pay increases, raise. Okay? Now, back about the contribution. It's so simple. We need to limit the gap. We know everybody put money on something they like it, and they try to gain votes. We're not talking about gain votes. We're talking about receive a contribution for delivering your message. And I'm a sample of that. I'm a person who depends on Social Security, self-employed, who working hard, do campaign, collect minimum contributions. I'm so proud I received one of $10 from a Missouri woman. She don't have an interest on my campaign, or she don't live in the district. My message is powerful. But for you and for everybody here, I support a gap limit on everybody who's donating money.
Yes, 1 minute, please.
So campaign finance reform is a massive issue. We have politicians, elected officials, that are beholden to special interest groups, corporations, all these sorts of things. And it's a stigma because it's a thing. It's a problem. When TICO donates hundreds of thousands of dollars, albeit trickling in, still hundreds of thousands of dollars, that individual is going to vote on behalf of TICO. It's a fact. Because to stay in power, to get reelected, you're going to need those donations again. It is a problem. The only donation that I have taken personally from a corporation has been from a fire protection contractor in the city of Temple Terrace. Beyond that, it's all been private donations.
I want to make one point clear.
Yes,
Chico
please.
gave me $500 and my grandmother gave me $1,000, just so we all know what we're talking about.
All right, I do apologize, unless we've got 2 minutes. 2 minutes, you want to go ahead and just close remarks? All right, let's go ahead with closing remarks. Again, after we close up, I would encourage you to talk with the candidates one-on-one. They've been very respectful, they're professional. Again, we're going to move forward with closing comments. Again, I'm meticulous about time. I do
Yes, we
apologize.
are.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much for your audience questions. I know this could go on. It's very serious questions and issues we have, but we have to turn now to our closing statements, and we'll ask you to keep it to 2 minutes. We will begin with Mr. Zemina.
So, you've heard from the right and you've heard from the left here. You've heard we're going to deport all the illegals. You expected to hear that. You've heard we're going to raise the minimum wage. You expected to hear that. What you've heard from me is kind of a fresh point of view. You're seeing two different things blended together that may not make sense in the two-party system. And I tell you what, that's what we need. We don't need these separate camps headbutting each other. We don't need these separate camps beholden to special interest groups not supporting you. We need candidates, and you're killing me over here. We don't need politicians that are members of the political elite already. We don't need lobbyists becoming elected politicians. That doesn't serve your interests. That serves their own interests, and that serves the interests of the powerful to remain in power. So I'd ask you to take a step back, look into your heart, see what you've heard tonight, see who these individuals are, and vote with what you truly believe is best for you and for your community. Don't vote based on an R or a D next to the name. We've been doing that for centuries. Look at where we are. I hope I've earned your vote tonight. Thank you very much. Once again, Bryan Zemina running as a Libertarian candidate.
Well, thank you again for this forum. I got a closing remark. Well, I think I had to tell you something else different that we don't touch tonight. It's deep in my heart. And it's about the gun violence we got in our state of Florida. I believe in the Second Amendment, but I think it's time we can do a responsible legislation to close the loopholes on the gun sales. We permit our right citizens to be armed and well-trained at the same level of any police officer. I have to share this with you because it's very important to your reminder. I'm the Democrat candidate who are focused on bringing a solution to raise the minimum wage. I'm the candidate with life experience to support why we need health care. I'm the person who working hard day and night to support my family and my community needs. I'm the one who tried to be educated on Hillsborough County, and because my broken English is good enough, they say, you fine, Jose, you don't need to speak English. You don't need to come to college. We don't want you money and you need to be educated. And that is wrong. You laugh, but it's the truth. And I'm here to be the person who got to represent that minorities in Tallahassee. I'm going to investigate why this happened. I'm going to bring solutions, not problems. And I'm going to teach how we, a legislator in Tallahassee, is supposed to work for his community. Again, my name is Jose Vazquez. Remember, Jose Vazquez, the Democrat candidate who are going to represent everybody, the minorities and the big people on this district. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
I, like many of you, see that we have an issue with our political system. I don't feel represented. I don't feel that our government is working. I don't feel that our representatives even care about what we think. I think they represent the powerful because the powerful are funding their campaigns. This cannot be denied. And if you look at the statistics and the figures, studies have been conducted, and we know for a fact that our congressmen, our representatives represent the powerful every single time over the people. That is why our fools are failing. I'm sorry. That is why our schools are failing. That's why our infrastructure is crumbling. That's why our environment is polluted. That's why none of us feel this system is working. That's why two of the most unpopular candidates in American history fought each other to become president, and none of us really wanted to vote for them. I don't want to sit back and complain anymore. I want to represent my community. I want to provide solutions. I want to take action because actions speak much louder than words. And I believe we can make a difference. I know it doesn't look too hopeful right now, but if we come together, we can make a difference, we can impact our system, and we can better the lives of all our neighbors, all the citizens of District 58, of Florida, and the United States. I've been an organizer and an activist for years. I'm the youngest person here, but I have the most experience organizing people, learning about the issues. I co-founded a production studio called Peace House. We make videos online. Our most watched video has 32 million views. Not only will I represent you, if I get elected, I will take my camera up there to Tallahassee. I will document everything they're doing. It will go viral. Everyone will know what's happening. And together, with that awareness, we will make a difference. I promise you. So forget the Republicans, forget the Democrats. I'm an independent. I'm progressive. You've heard the issues. We can win. I have over 100 volunteers. We've raised $15,000. This is a viable campaign. We can do it. We can win. We can do it together. Thank you very much.
Well, again, I want to thank everyone and you guys. This has been great. And Ahmad, as you touched on earlier, this is what America's all about. Sitting in a room, having a discussion, being respectful of one another. I humbly ask for your vote and pledge to you that if I am elected, regardless of party or position, I will always have an open door and sit down and discuss the issues. And I want to represent the district in its entirety. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Thank you. One more time, please. A little round of
Yes, thank you for coming. I'd like to give a shout out to Karen Grigsby. Where are you, Karen? Come on, girl. She's one of our organizers for the forum today. So again, a round of applause for Karen Grigsby. And again, let's make sure we do better than the 12% voter turnout. Thank you and good night.
Well done, sir. Should we talk to you late after this election? got some free books for you, to tell you the truth.
You guys gotta come to the pizza.
Yeah, we tried to come to that.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you got the voicemails or the emails. Can you hand it?
I definitely did not. But yeah, I mean,
So I've talked to him on Facebook.
Maybe
Yeah.
Bryan Zemina. The company that day, but it's over. We wanted to confirm. So the Democrat thing going on too, so we didn't want to blow that up. As amazing as we speak, like the arms man.
they are.
I got the outbox. It's classic.
I just don't see how we can make all this talking about
Just give me liberty, or give